Hey, Days.
Hi.
Are you ready to talk about this one?
Oh,
All right,
oh,
listen.
yeah.
A young woman in Texas is preparing to welcome a child into the world. She takes maternity photos, decorates the nursery, and counts down the final weeks of her pregnancy. Except, what if she's not really pregnant? Girl,
Girl, I can't.
girl,
I can't.
girl, let's crack some DDPs. You ready?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get mine out
You
of my fridge
ready? Get it
here. Yeah,
ready. Let's
yeah.
get going.
Ooh, I'm low. Dang.
You gotta
Gotta get on top
restock.
of that. Dang it.
Remember when you came to visit me and I brought you a whole case of your baby Dr. Peppers?
Oh,
Diet
I
Dr.
know you
Peppers?
know me so well. You know I can only do the babies.
I know. I respect it.
You know why? It's because my intolerance of caffeine.
Oh
I
God.
do this only for you, Diet Dr. Pepper.
I would only do it for Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, Days. I noticed something when I signed on and I feel like we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Days, where's your shirt from?
Chanel? Sorry.
Ask me where my shirt's from.
Where's your shirt from?
The thrift store. And that's the difference between us, sister.
Oopsie.
You look gorgeous.
As do you, my friend, always.
Thank you. In my thrift. Okay, Daisy, do you know who I'm talking about?
I unfortunately do.
Yeah. Anybody with a Netflix account knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah. She will
Taylor
cry.
Mother effin' Parker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know Mackenzie Shirilla is pissed that she's old news now.
Mhm.
Okay, girl, buckle up. This is a wild ride. We're
Yeah.
obviously going to talk about Maternal Instinct on Netflix. I left
Yes.
that documentary with a lot of questions, but
Mhm.
also a lot of opinions, which isn't
Same.
surprising
Same.
considering how I've handled this series, you know? Okay, Days, let's just jump right into it and talk about
Yes.
Taylor. Okay, we're
Yeah.
going to start at the very beginning of Taylor. There's a
Yeah.
lot to unpack here. So,
Yeah.
Taylor Renee Morton was born in 1992 near Texarkana, which is in northeast top of Texas.
Okay.
And from all the records that I could find, she had a pretty basic little childhood. It seems like she had a supportive family. You would think, with what we all know about this girl, that there was something that happened, but I couldn't find any record of it if there was.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Um, Something that people do talk about, though, is even as a tiny little girl, she was a bit of an exaggerator. Right?
Oh,
She loved to exaggerate stories. She loved attention, which I can't judge that. That was me too. Feel like that was you.
duh. I made up some good stories. Not like this level of crazy, but I did. We'll circle back to that
Well,
one
we
day.
went on a show about lying to other people, so
We did.
we cannot
We
judge
did.
someone who likes a good exaggerated story.
Yes, and we thrived there. Well, I
We
thrived.
I struggled, but that's not relevant. Okay, you know what you and I didn't do as people who love attention, you know what we didn't do
Yeah.
though?
What's that now?
We didn't tell people we had cancer when it
N
wasn't
no,
true.
no.
And we didn't tell people we had MS when it wasn't true. We didn't tell people we had a brain tumor when it wasn't true. And we didn't tell people we had a rich grandma and we were getting $8 million in a trust when it wasn't true.
They're all facts.
Right?
They're
Taylor
all
really likes a
facts.
big attention grabbing story, doesn't she?
Yes, she does, and she's very good at telling them.
She could sell me a truck with no engine and tell me it runs great.
Yeah,
I
I'd buy
think
it
she
too.
probably could. I know. Okay,
Yeah.
let's fast forward a little bit from tiny Taylor to teenage Taylor. That was catchy. That just came out natural. When
So
Taylor was
brilliant.
17, she gives birth to her first child. It's a little girl named
Mhm.
Emerson. Emerson ultimately is going to be raised by her mom, but Emerson and or Taylor and her I was going to say boyfriend, but it's more just a guy that she knew named Donald Whiteside, had a baby. Donald is not ever involved in Emerson's life, I don't believe. And according to mensjournal.com, Taylor and Donald never really had a real relationship. So it it really is not, it's a non-entity, right? This isn't a baby from a relationship.
Okay.
Um, and then Taylor doesn't raise the little girl. Her mom, Shauna, raises her. So already she's off to kind of a harder start because she's young and she's just had a baby with
Yeah.
someone she's not, there's no connection. There's no dad in the
Right.
picture.
Right.
She moves on fairly quickly and marries a man named Tommy Wakasey, and she gives birth to their child, a little boy named Trey, when she's 21. So she's now had another baby very quickly. This pregnancy has a few complications. She has preeclampsia, which, for those
Yeah.
of you that don't know, this is high blood pressure for the mom, which can also be dangerous for mom and baby. But this pregnancy is where things get a little weird. Um, Taylor decides at 21 to have a tubal ligation, which is essentially just getting your tubes tied, right?
Yeah.
Which is a form
Yeah.
of pregnancy control that is reversible, right?
Right. Right. So
Okay.
you can like take that one back. You could
You
be
can you
it's
can be
like
like you can undo it.
yeah, it's like if a dude gets their snippety dip, they can tie it back
I
together
don't
or
think it's
something.
called
Is
that,
my
but
under
yeah, it's not a snippety dip. That
That's
sounds
what Cody had,
like a
so
ice. Does he know you just said that to everybody?
I don't really care.
He does now. All right. So it's a curious choice for someone so young. And now what happens next is even curiouser because
Yeah.
there's two stories that we hear. So ultimately, Taylor has a hysterectomy instead of a tubal ligation. Taylor's story is that while she's under sedation for the tubal ligation, Tommy says, "Why don't you just go ahead and take that uterus out, give her a full hysterectomy?" And the doctor says, "Okay." That's Taylor's story, and that she's furious. Now, mom's story and the doctor's story
Oh
are
god,
that
it's so
she was
good.
adamant she wanted a hysterectomy and she was done having kids at 21.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am of the opinion we believe the doctor.
There's no way a doctor is going to be okay with a husband saying, "Take my wife's uterus out,"
Mm-mm.
and the doctor's gonna be okay with that, and here we go.
It is a curious choice, though. Now, listen, she's had two kids very young.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna judge somebody who doesn't want kids, like, not everybody wants kids, and that's okay, but I'm just kinda surprised that somebody would make that choice at 21. Also in court testimony, Taylor's brother, Zachary, says that Tommy and Taylor seem to get along and have an okay relationship
Mm.
until Taylor gets a gastric sleeve and she loses a ton of weight. Now, even in Maternal Instinct, they show before and after photos of her, and she looks like a totally different person. And it just seems like, from what Zachary said, she changed a lot.
It's crazy, the
Yeah.
photos. Like, there are times where I would be watching that doc on
Yeah.
Netflix, and I was like, "Wait, that girl in that photo that she just
Yeah.
posted on Snap or Insta is the same girl that is in, like, the video of the Christmas party because they look nothing alike. The
That's the other
filters
thing.
that she has are
Yeah.
incredible,
Listen,
incredible.
I don't know a lot about filters. Okay. Social media is not my jam. Someday MDS Cat and Hunter will teach me. But until that day comes, I'm not good with them. But is it just me, or is every photo I see of her, she's a different person? Literally a different human being.
It's like she's a chameleon.
That's a good way to
Changes
put it.
colors for the situation she's in. It's
Woo,
bananas.
that is a good way to put it, girl.
Yeah.
All right. Now listen, Taylor and Tommy go on to divorce in 2017.
Okay.
Very quickly in 2018, she marries Hunter Parker.
Okay.
And then during this time, she meets another girl named Mackenzie Bright, and they become best friends, almost like they were on a reality show.
Uh, almost.
That's how the best friendships are made, I've found.
Say clearly.
Mwah!
Love you.
All right. So
I
Taylor
even
goes
make her
on.
hug. She hates hugging.
I am not a hugger. Taylor goes on to ask Mackenzie multiple times to be a surrogate for her. So Mackenzie knows that Taylor has had a hysterectomy and can't have kids. But all of a sudden, Taylor now wants some more kids. Imagine we changed our minds from when we were
Imagine.
21. I
Imagine.
regret some of the tattoos I got at 21.
Hmm. This is why I never got tattoos. Because, regret.
Don't look at me like that.
I
All right,
mean,
listen. Taylor does some pretty strange things in this friendship. So she's already
Oh,
asking for a surrogate. She even offers up $50,000 for any takers to be her surrogate, which I don't know how much a surrogate makes, but that seems like a lot.
where does she have $50,000?
Also, a fantastic question. So at some point during this friendship, Mackenzie gets pregnant. Okay.
Mhm.
And Taylor is very obsessed with this pregnancy. She wants ultrasound pictures. She wants to be invited to the doctor's appointment. She wants access, the pregnancy apps we all had, to the point where Mackenzie's like, this seems weird.
Mhm.
You know, this seems weird. Mackenzie starts putting all the pieces together where she's creeped her out with his pregnancy stuff. But not on top of that, she's also claimed to have multiple ailments. Just like we mentioned at the top of the show, she's told
Mhm.
Mackenzie that she's
So
got cancer, she's got a brain tumor, she's got
Yep.
MS, she's got
Oh,
a bingo card of sicknesses.
yeah. 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 I mean, she
So
should be clearly, like, Taylor should probably be dead.
it's
She not.
amazing that she's still gorgeous and
Well,
walking around.
I know she's like a miracle.
She is a miracle
She's a
from
miracle.
Jesus.
She
That is
is.
beautiful, Daisy.
Yes, yes.
Listen, Mackenzie is creeped out by this point, and Mackenzie starts to back away. And at this point, Mackenzie knows some things. Just put that in
Yeah,
your back pocket.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah. Back pocket.
Yeah, put that. This is another thing. Mackenzie in the documentary refers to Taylor as complicated, which seems like nothing. But as someone who uses that word a lot when she doesn't know what else to say, I say it in a way that's very loaded.
Well, you do. I also do feel like it's a very nice way to describe Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
It
gonna say
is.
that out loud.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is gonna surprise you, but Taylor and Hunter don't make it, and then
What?
I know, just, love is tough. Taylor and Hunter divorced in 2019. Daisy, who does she meet right after that? You tell me.
Hmm. What was his
What's his
lovely little name?
name? What's that sweet
Go
baby's
ahead, girl.
name? His name is Wade Griffin, is what his
We
name
love
is.
Wade. We love Wade.
Days. Okay, sweet, adorable, soft-spoken dummy Wade,
Oh, you
who honestly made
dummy.
a very strange wardrobe choice for this documentary.
Can are you and I actually going to agree on a wardrobe? Did anybody check his wardrobe before he went on camera
No,
at Netflix? Our wardrobe staff at $1,000,000 Here was
they hated me.
they loved me, but
I know they
neither here
did.
nor
They
there.
didn't care for
Um,
me.
they were brilliant. What was he wearing?
A f I don't know. Did you enjoy the part 2 where he was like, "Hey, is it hot in here to y'all?" And they were like, "No, it's just you." And I'm like, "Unzip your jacket." Likes hunting and ranching, and
Mm,
four-wheeling. He likes
mhm,
outdoorsy type stuff, which I don't
mhm.
understand. I'm real indoorsy days.
You
Okay.
are. You are.
Now, from what I saw in this documentary, Maternal Instinct on Netflix, I'm of the opinion that Wade never really likes Taylor all that much.
One 1,000%.
I
He never liked
mean,
her.
I don't think he did.
No.
I think she was just there, and she's pretty. I think she's
Mm-mm.
outgoing, and I think
Mhm,
she's charismatic, and sometimes
mhm,
opposites attract because he seems very
mhm,
quiet and reserved. But you
mhm.
know why I think he did like her? Or
Why is
not so
that
much
now?
like her, but kept her around? Dude, she says she's rich.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says she got some money, like
Yeah.
handsome Nick money.
Yeah, oh, more than handsome Nick
More
money.
than handsome Nick, good
Like
point.
8 times,
Yeah,
if I'm
so
doing my math
Taylor
correctly.
Taylor ends up selling this story to Wade and his family that she's got some grandma who's got oil money, and Taylor's gonna get an $8 million inheritance.
Surprise! Girl,
Congratulations.
no. No.
Now listen, from the looks of it, Taylor is buying Wade all kinds of redneck toys, or I can call them redneck toys, you cannot because 'cause I'm from the bayou.
Was that like a real rule?
No, I just
Or
made
is
it
that a
up, but
Lauren rule?
no, I made that up.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
Noted.
out of respect for my culture, I can say that she's buying Wade all these redneck toys. They got sides. He has got a new tractor that would make cowboy Caleb sweat. And then she even makes like a real Anna Delvey type of attempt to buy 1,700 acres of land in Oklahoma for $4 million with cash.
Cash.
That's half your made-up inheritance,
Yeah,
Taylor.
girl.
Can
And
we
these real
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
know
Yeah.
exactly what you go, 'cause I'm gonna agree with you.
These are real estate people watching this doc on Netflix. They were professional. They dressed
Yes!
well. They knew
Yes!
exactly what they were talking about. They had clearly dealt with very, very wealthy people selling large properties, ranches, what have you.
Yeah.
And they completely bought into
I
her
think that's
story.
how good she is.
I mean, and I'm thinking to myself, are you people
Yeah.
freaking nuts?
I
Are
I
you
think
nuts?
I think it's less that they're nuts and more that she is just that good.
But I mean, she didn't look the part of wealth to me. Like, and maybe
She
that's
didn't.
what they look like. I
Well,
don't
and
know.
listen, I'm from that area of the country, right? They're not necessarily the people that have land that natural gas or oil are found on are not necessarily going to be in beautiful red Chanel t-shirts. They're going to be in like flannels. They're going to be comfortable. They're still working on their land. It didn't surprise me when one of the realtors said, it's not unusual for people in this area to have millions of dollars but look like they don't.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Let's just hold on. I've lost track of things. Is nobody checking her credit? How is she buying that track? I don't know how much tractors cost. We'll talk to Caleb. That truck was, what did he say, $80,000? Who's checking her
Something.
credit?
Where is she getting this money? How is she making these payments?
Even when they tell the story of Wade's mom, who Taylor pretends to buy a car for Wade's
Yes,
mom, right?
exactly.
And it ultimately gets repossessed after 3 weeks. But how did she get that car in the first place?
I don't
have
know.
a lot of financial questions, Stace.
Yeah, same. Same.
Okay. Here's what I think happens next. This is my opinion only. Based on some of the voicemails and text messages, which the documentary plays and shows for us,
Mm-hmm.
I think Taylor thought she was losing control of this relationship that she was in with Wade. Okay. I think she was getting the feeling that Wade was not invested as much as she was. What do you do when you're losing control of a relationship you want really bad, Days? What do you do?
Well,
What's an average gal do?
get pregnant.
You claim you're pregnant. Correction. You make a claim that you're pregnant. Because listen,
Correct.
I don't know a lot about science.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can actually get pregnant without a uterus. God, I don't like that I said
No.
uterus.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you did. And
Uh-uh.
I'm pretty sure that a uterus is important, seeing as that's where the baby grows.
She's got Wade and his family believing she's having a baby, and there is absolutely no chance this ends well.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely
Well, remember,
none.
Wade and his family do not know that she does not have said uterus. They
No,
think
they
she's
don't
just as
know.
fertile as a cow. Or gross fertile? I don't know.
That's a weird way to say it. I think you're just trying to bring it back to the region, but it sounded weird.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
We'll delete that.
Taylor's in a pretty tight spot now because unless she's going to claim there's a miscarriage or she's lost the baby,
Mhm.
you're going to have to pull something off. You're going to have to
Yeah.
walk into a room with a baby.
Yeah.
And according to the court records and the documentary, Taylor finds a website that lets you customize an ultrasound, like monogram an ultrasound. Why is this a thing?
Like for April Fool's jokes?
That sounds awful.
I don't know. I mean,
What is she doing?
do a lot of people fake pregnancies?
Is
and that's why
is there a market for fake ultrasounds where you can just fill in, like when I monogram a bag and I put my initials on there, you can put your name and the date that you conceived and you can put the clinic? Is this just like a Etsy? Where are you
I don't
doing
know. It
this?
is.
She's also gotta buy some pregnancy bellies because you gotta have a belly at some point. You know where you can buy those? Because I know where you can buy those.
I have honestly no clue.
You can get those things on Amazon because I
No,
looked
you
and now
cannot.
no, you absolutely can because I looked and now my algorithm is all screwed up, and that's somehow your fault.
My fault?
I don't it's not mine. It's Taylor's fault.
Let's blame
Now my
Taylor.
algorithm is a mess.
And it's Prime Days.
It's Prime Day, and they're like, "Did you know this blow up pregnancy bellies? 20% off. Girl, get you one finally." Now hold on, Days. You know who we haven't talked about? And I am
Who are
so excited. The best people I have ever met in a documentary. Cody and Stephanie Ott. Oh, girl. I love these two. And listen, Cody and Stephanie, if you somehow, by some crazy chance, watch this show, please invite Daisy and I to your 4th of July barbecue, and we will come and we will bring a side dish. Okay, Daisy doesn't do carbs, but she will for this barbecue.
I will do carbs.
She will put
I'll
a
bring
hot dog in a
champs.
bun. This
I
is
don't
more
do
this is more of a
desserts.
PBR type of thing.
Oh, well, I can stomach that for you guys because I'm obsessed with you.
Please invite us. Okay, first of all, Cody. There is absolutely no chance on this planet that he and I are not related somehow. Okay. He reminds me of every cousin I have in North Louisiana. Okay. Cody, someday over a PBR and nachos, maybe, can we sit down and compare our family trees? Because I'm fairly certain they are intertwined. It's my only wish.
I really hope they are.
I really think they are. Like, I've never been so sure.
Uh,
And Stephanie, his beautiful bride, girl, come on this
girl.
show and you are hired at $0 a year to be our third host forever.
Yes.
Okay? You are
Yes.
good at what you do.
Yep. Her
No
detective
notes.
skills are next level.
Second to
Next
none.
level. Yep. Yep.
All right.
We can't pay with much, but we can pay with love and laughter.
We cannot pay with money because we don't have a grandma with oil money. But we can pay in Daisy hugs, okay, and hand-me-down Chanel t-shirts. Okay? I'm not bringing anything to that table.
Yep, but I'm not giving away my Chanel t-shirts.
All right, now listen. Stephanie gets suspicious of Taylor fairly early on because Taylor submits some paperwork, like takes a screenshot of some gender reveal paperwork, sends it to Stephanie. Stephanie's looking at this paper going, why is the date 4 years ago in 2016?
Idiot.
Taylor, you idiot. Attention to detail, Taylor.
For as good as she is as like scamming people, freaking that's what she messes up on. That literally blew my ever-loving mind in the doc. I was like, girl.
And if you're going to send that, send it to Cody, who does not give a shit.
No,
don't send it to Stephanie, who is just laser beamed in. Okay? Mistake.
So bad.
Stephanie is not having any of this nonsense. And Cody, God bless him, could not care less.
No.
About any of this. He does not get why Stephanie is so invested.
Yeah.
Cody, she's invested because down in her soul, she's a detective, and we connect with her on that level and let that queen solve crimes. Okay?
Yes.
You know what Cody is interested in, though? The part of the story where Wade tells Cody that they have not had biblical relations in 4 months. And hold on. let me get my accent right, because I can do this.
This is so good.
I want you to try it too, because you're an actress. But this is what Cody said. Wade says, we haven't had sex in 4 months. And Cody says, do what? God, it's like I'm back in Mansfield, Louisiana for Christmas, I swear. Okay, now Daisy, you take it.
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
Do it one more time.
Okay. Cody says, you haven't had sex in 4 months. Do what?
Do what?
No. It was
No,
a good
too
try,
much?
though. No, it was a lot. Anyways, this is what I'm saying.
Do
When
what?
he said that, I was like, blood. That's blood recognizes blood. That's my relation. Okay. Taylor keeps this fake
I'm dead.
pregnancy up for 10 months, Daisy. How long
So
are
this is
pregnancies?
the last time I checked.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been pregnant for 15 years.
Uh-huh.
The last time I was pregnant,
How long
it
did it
was
go
9
for?
months.
Oh, see,
So,
listen. Uh-uh.
I'm confused
On how she
at
went
the
10
10
months?
months, unless
Yeah.
things have changed in the future.
I don't think pregnancies have much since
Okay.
you had your youngest son. Okay?
Okay.
And Stephanie's looking at pictures saying she's skinny on Tuesday and she got a 9-month baby belly on Wednesday. Make it make sense. Stephanie is catching everything. So you know what Stephanie does? Because she's a queen. Stephanie calls the
Queen!
clinic and is like, okay, listen, break it down for me. Is this chick pregnant? What is the story on this? Now, listen, they can't say anything because
Right,
HIPAA. But you know what they
right.
do say? These practitioners say, if it seems weird, maybe it is. Stephanie obviously calls Wade's mom and is like, this is not good.
Yeah,
This is not
yeah.
good.
Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
And Wade's mom calls Wade, and Wade is not hearing any of it.
Yeah.
I mean, for a couple of obvious reasons. I'm not going to judge Wade on this. I'm going to judge him for his jacket, but I'm not going to judge him for this because one, he don't want to lose his money train. He got a fancy tractor
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and a
yeah.
big old fancy truck that I probably would have to like launch myself into it so high. Do you know what I mean? But also in his brain, none of us could fathom she'd fake it,
Right.
right?
Why would anybody go to that level?
Right. So I kind of get where he's coming from. He's got these people saying she's not really pregnant. He was like, what do you mean? How could she not be? Who would do that? So I
Right.
understand. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But
Correct.
also, Cody then gets in on it. And Cody, who could not have cared less a while back, says, dude, she's not pregnant. Cody is now telling him this. And he sidelines Cody. And Cody is a national treasure and probably my third cousin. And Wade sidelines him. Shame on you. I have been dreading this part of this
I
episode
know.
the whole time. This is going to be a very non-seamless transition, but I don't just want to focus on Taylor the whole time. We need to talk about what the crime that she commits and the people in this documentary that are forever changed.
Yeah, and it makes my stomach hurt.
I really don't want to do it. This is not where I thrive.
Yeah.
Taylor has a side hustle and she's a wedding photographer on the side. And one of her clients that hires her to shoot her wedding is Reagan Hancock.
Mhm.
Now, Taylor stays in touch with Reagan after the wedding. She becomes very friendly during the wedding and meets, obviously, Reagan's family at this wedding, her sister, her mother. And around Reagan's fourth trimester, Taylor is fairly constant in Reagan's life. She's coming over to the house. Reagan's husband knows her. Like, they are now full on friends. They're texting, they're hanging out. Taylor's also selling Reagan some of her garbage stories, about
Yeah.
all kinds of nonsense. And Reagan's buying it because, again, who would lie this much? Nobody lies this
Right,
much,
right, right, right.
you know? Um, she's talking about her haters. She's got these online haters. And what the
Yeah.
message I would send to Taylor are they're not haters. They're just regular people who know that you're lying and aren't going to let you get
Mhm,
away with it. That's the
mhm,
difference.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I digress. This friendship isn't a coincidence, though.
yeah,
Taylor needs a baby and Reagan
yep,
is 35 weeks pregnant.
yeah. Ugh.
Oh, God. On October 9th, 2020, Taylor goes to Reagan's house and attacks her. Evidence at the trial shows that Reagan suffered over 100 wounds, majority of which are related to Taylor cutting Reagan's baby out of her belly. Ugh. Per court testimony, Taylor watched videos to learn how to deliver a C-section baby around the same gestation so she would know what to do. And per the medical examiner, she ended up actually cut behind the uterus just like she'd seen in her research. I can't. Oh, God. I just like talking about the crazy stuff. Okay.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. You and I have both watched the documentary. I imagine
Yeah.
most everybody who's here has watched the documentary. And Reagan's mom's 911 call is gut wrenching. She's I mean, we have listened, you and I have watched so
Yeah.
many documentaries, so
Oh,
many Datelines, and you
yeah.
hear an
Yeah.
unlimited amount of 911 calls, and this is
Yeah.
probably the worst one I've ever heard, and I never wanna hear it again.
Especially being a mom,
Yeah.
it breaks you.
The other thing that I don't know that I'll get over is a family friend has to go into the house because
Yeah.
Reagan has a 3-year-old daughter, and the daughter was in the house during the murder, and the daughter's hiding under a blanket, and a family friend has to go in, step over Reagan's body to find the little girl, finds her hiding, and when the little girl realizes that she knows this family friend, she jumps into his arms. Probably she's just wanting some sort of safety. I can't.
Pray to God, seriously, I pray to God that that little girl, being so young, will never have memory
Right.
of that day.
Oh god, I hope not. The other person in this documentary that I had a really hard time watching is Reagan's husband, Homer. You don't see him a whole lot in the documentary. He's not interviewed, but the videos you do see are of him at the funeral, and he collapses at the casket, and he has to be helped up and have help. I'm getting goosebumps just telling the story.
I know.
Have
I know.
help walk him back to his seat. I mean, dear God, Daisy, this poor guy lost his
It's
wife, his soon to be born baby. Oh God, he's just a puddle at this service, and my brain does not understand what he was going through in that moment. I can't
no,
possibly.
no. And they even the way that the mom and, Reagan's sister talk about their love, it was
Mhm.
just pure and beautiful, and they were best friends, and they were lovers, and they were
They were just
all, like, the
starting their
good
life
things.
together.
Yes, yeah, and they were, like, all the good things a marriage really should be.
Taylor leaves the scene of the crime where she's killed Reagan. She's cut baby Braxlin. That was going to be a little girl named Braxlin. Braxlin out of Taylor's belly, and she's driving down the street full speed, hazards on. This is where actually the documentary starts. It's a bananas way to start, right?
Mhm. It
She
catches
gets
you, though.
It really does. She gets the attention of a straight state trooper, obviously, and she calls 911 to say that she's given birth to the baby on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I cannot. That's what she says on the 911 call as she's holding this baby with the umbilical cord
Mhm,
attached in her
mhm,
lap in the
mhm,
front seat.
mhm, mhm.
I don't even know what to say next. She gives the show of her life.
Yep,
She's
yep,
shaking, her
yep,
voice is quivering,
yep.
she's got
Oh,
her
this is
phone
good.
in her hand, and she's
Okay.
holding the baby,
Yep,
and you see it
yep.
all. If you watch that documentary, you see it all on the body
Mhm,
cam of this state
mhm.
trooper. So the other thing that's strange, so Taylor has done a few things to prep for this day, okay? One of the things is she was scheduled to have this baby, and she calls in a bomb threat the day of, so she doesn't have to go to the hospital, right?
I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Okay. But then the morning that I'm assuming, my personal opinion, that she knows she's gonna commit this crime and take
Yes,
this baby,
yes.
she fabricates a story to Wade that he needs to go deliver hogs to someone 4 hours away. So she has made sure to get Wade out of the house very early, and so
Same.
he's now gone all day, and
Yeah,
she's got all day to commit this crime and get herself to a hospital with this baby,
yeah,
right? And the cops let her call him, and he also seems very non-emotional on the phone to the point where she's shaking, right? She's stuttering and she's shaking. And you know what Wade says to her? Let me call you back. Ah, what is that about?
the only thing I can think in that moment is he maybe is starting to question if she is pregnant. I wonder if
Sure.
he's thinking like, "Oh, she's probably gonna tell me she, like, miscarried or something because she's probably not even pregnant." That's the
Yeah,
only thing I can think in my brain that he would be like, "Oh, let me call you back." Now, we know he does not love her, but I
no.
do think Wade would have been a good dad. He would have stepped up and taken on that responsibility.
I mean, the conversation goes as follows. You gave birth on the side of the road? Yes, yes. Let me call you back.
Probably because he's expecting her to be like, "Oh, and by the way, the baby didn't make it," or something.
It is a very strange conversation on the
Right.
phone. I mean, my husband damn near passed out when I delivered our first baby. The police put Taylor in an ambulance. She goes to the hospital. She's refusing any sort of testing to verify that she's had a baby,
What?
obviously.
That is so surprising.
I think this bee really thinks that if she doesn't let the doctor south of the border, that they'll just be like, well, okay, then here's your baby.
Yep, go on home.
Have a great life. But that's not what happens because
No.
the cops ultimately bring in a doctor and force her to have a vaginal exam. And
Correct.
I don't know if she's in the room, but it looks like he's still in the room with her when
Yeah.
he looks at that cop and says, there's not been a baby down there.
No. No. No.
I mean,
There's been no pregnancy, there's been no baby, there's been no nothing.
no. They're actually, the cops talk to each other about how she won't let the doctor see if she's hemorrhaging. If she's
Yep.
hemorrhaging, we're all gonna know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to wear hospital grade diapers.
Yeah.
They are very similar to our previous episode.
Something
NASA
about
diapers.
NASA.
Check it out. Okay.
You might laugh a lot in that one.
Okay. So Taylor goes to trial in September of 2022 because
Yeah.
they figure out very quickly this is not her baby. And now we need to figure out who
Clearly.
the baby came from. And it's not hard
Yeah.
to find after
Yeah.
based off the 911 calls. The trial goes on for weeks, and there's over 140 witnesses. Everyone from detectives, forensic experts, medical professionals, friends, her exes, family, girl, everybody shows up to testify.
Yeah.
The
And I don't think there's
yeah.
much testifying for the defense.
No,
from my
no, there's not.
understanding.
No, there's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
The prosecution said Taylor researched and planned this murder. She was under intense pressure to deliver a baby to keep Wade in her life. They found her internet searches, and they even showed him in that documentary. They found her fake pregnancy bellies. They found everything. The defense doesn't really have anything that they can fight with, right? The fact that this got taken to trial is just another form of her delusion.
Correct.
But they can't say she didn't do it. She held the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were holding the baby when we found you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You had the baby in between your legs.
There's nothing that the defense can do. Really, they're just trying to fight a capital murder charge that in the state of Texas is a death penalty, right?
Yeah.
The defense did bring in some experts to say that she has some brain abnormalities in the area of impulse control.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Stop it. She murdered a woman to steal her baby from her womb. She planned it to a T. This was at minimum days she planned. At minimum. This is not lack of impulse control.
Yeah.
This is evil.
Evil. Evil.
Ugh, I will
Pure
concede that I have to believe that she's got some mental health issues here, but she planned this thing probably for a long time.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think too that she always got away with everything and she was about to not get away with this, and she was going to do anything and everything to get herself a baby, period, end of story.
She knew. So Wade had told her, hey, my mom is saying that you're not really pregnant. She knew what Wade was saying.
Yep.
Right? And actually, Stephanie and Wade's mom had been in touch with Mackenzie. Mackenzie told them about the hysterectomy.
Right.
And Taylor is incensed that they would say that about her. And he says that she said, now we don't know if she's in that, but I'm going to come home with a baby. I'm bringing home a baby.
Yep.
And that's what she did.
And she was going to bring home a baby no matter what.
Yeah. All right. So October 3rd, 2022, the jury finds Taylor guilty of capital murder. Thank God. Similar to some of our other cases we've covered, they deliberated for less than an hour and not only came back with a guilty verdict, but they sentenced her to death because Texas. Okay.
They don't fuck around in Texas.
They have no patience.
Nope.
for these types of crimes in Texas.
Nope.
Taylor's currently on death row in Gatesville, Texas. She spends about 22 hours a day in her cell. She's got limited recreation time. She doesn't really have any contact with other inmates. Taylor claims she's become deeply religious in jail, but I don't believe a word this chick says. She's a liar and always will be. You've been waiting to use that.
Mhm.
She's expressed remorse, but yet she's got appellate attorneys who are taking her court to the Supreme case, which they declined to hear it. Now, I know you automatically appeal death penalty. I know that.
Right.
But girl, you
No.
expect us to believe that you're so sorry that you found Jesus and you're sorry, but hey, can you go talk to the Supreme Court for me, please?
Yeah. No. Just admit what you did, accept your fate, and go quietly into the ground, please.
All right, there's a few things to focus on here, Daisy. You ready? Let's talk.
Yeah.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
something truly terrible happened to Reagan, baby Braxlin, who ultimately died,
Mm-hmm.
and Reagan's family and Homer.
Yes.
They are never going to recover from this. This is life altering. Two, Wade seemed numb to me through the whole documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I
would
can
agree.
maybe understand. He's
Mm-hmm.
probably, I'm assuming, a quiet guy, right? He's a quiet sort. He's probably never going to trust anybody again.
No.
I would want to bury myself in that jacket, just zip it all the way up over my face. Mm-mm. 3, okay? May we all find friends like Cody and Stephanie. We all deserve them,
Yes.
okay?
Cody and
Please call.
Stephanie.
Please call
Oh my
us.
God. We like you so much. Can
They're
you please
so
reach out to us?
fantastic,
We
and
love you so much.
we never talk about people like this. We don't like anybody.
We really don't. We really like each other and a
We
few people from MDS.
and that's
And then,
it.
of course, our subscribers. But if you don't subscribe, we
We do
don't
love
like
you.
you.
No, we don't like you. And 4, Taylor's a true freaking psychopath
So,
from my non-medical diagnosis.
psychopath.
Okay?
Psychopath.
She lied about medical conditions for attention. She
Yep.
lied about some crazy inheritance. She lied about a pregnancy she could never even have, to the
Yes.
point that she murdered a girl.
Yes.
She made friends with her. Then she murdered her and cut her baby out of her belly with the intention of taking that baby home to Wade, who doesn't even want you.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
she's not human. My brain
No.
cannot accept that Taylor is human.
Nope. She is the devil. She is spawned from hell.
Oh,
There is no other
God.
way around it.
With all that said, I'm glad she's in prison. I'm personally fine with her being on death row. And I know
Same.
that's controversial. I know that's a controversial take. But like I said, my opinion is that she's not human. So I don't really care what happens to her. Bye, girl. All right, let's
Like and
actually do
subscribe.
it. Let's do it. Hold on. Let's do a real cheers to Reagan's memory, baby Braxlin,
Yes. Aw.
Homer, all of Reagan's family,
Yes.
that they find some peace.
Yes. You are in my prayers.
I know. All right.
Yeah.
Like and
Okay.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Love you.
Bye, y'all.